This conference will now be recorded.
Hi, I'm Jean Shumway, reference librarian at BC3, and this is the fourth video and last video of the PICO library series of videos. So again, this video is going to be about finding articles. And to find articles, you're going to start by going to the library. So from the BC3 homepage, click on library, scroll down the Heaton page and click on library website. And from there, go to your subject guides, scroll down, choose nursing, and then you'll be at the evidence-based practice page, and the article databases are right here in the middle. So to find an article, there's a number of different databases that you can go to, as well as Google Scholar. For your assignment, you need to find one source from PubMed, one source from either OVID or EBSCO, and the EBSCO database is HealthSource or Academic Search Premier. Those are both EBSCOhost databases, and then one source from either CloudSource or Google Scholar. So we're going to start by going to PubMed, and I recommend starting at PubMed. It is one of the best databases to search, and if you can, after you find it in PubMed, you can use those search words to find it in the other places. So when you're searching PubMed, it has a great thesaurus, and it will match your words to other content using the words related to your topic. Doesn't have the thesaurus doesn't have all words, but it does pretty well. So for this one, I'm going to have a more specific topic. For this one, I am looking at skin-to-skin contact. So I'm looking at skin-to-skin contact. And I am looking at that related to premature babies. And I am looking at the effects on bonding or just the well-being of the infant. So I'm just going to leave it to skin contact premature, and I'm not going to have the outcome in this search right now. I click on search and I get a number of results. So when you're looking at these search results, here is in blue is the title of the article. Below that, right here are the authors. And then below that is the title of the journal. And this is important. So this is the Maternity Child Nutrition Journal. They always abbreviate them, and you can see the date it was published, the issue number, and the DOI number. The DOI number is sort of like the ISBN number. It's a unique identifier for that article. And then you notice it says it's free PMC. So some of these articles are available free of charge from PubMed. Some of them are available free of charge from the publisher, and some of them you'd have to pay for. In the event that you find an article that you want that you would have to pay for, you can request it through interlibrary loan, and I'll show you about how to do that in just a moment. But first I want to show you this. So if I open up this article, they will usually have an abstract, so you can read through that and see if it's something that you want, if you want this article. If you think you want this article, then you can go over here, if it's a free one, and click on the full text link. All right. And there is the article. And then what I recommend you do is you go to where it says PDF, all right? And then you can get that in a format, and it's just downloads your article. So here is my article. All right, so I'll close that. All right, another thing to note is the citation. So if I click on that, I need to look at my format. It usually comes up as National Library of Medicine format. You want to change that to APA, and you could copy that and paste that into your bibliography. So that's if they're available free. I'm going back to my search results. Say I was interested in this one as well. This one says I can get the full text article from Wiley. So I go over there to the publisher's website and I try to go to get the PDF, and it says this article is $49 if you want to download it, or you can online access only for $20 or so forth. So you don't want to do that, but you want the article. Just go backwards to the library's website, evidence-based practice, and if you scroll down, you will find a link. It's not on this page. Ask request schedule right here. And there you can request an article. And just put in there the information about the article that you want. So you put in your email, put in your first name, your last name, your status, your student, and the name of the article and information there. Okay. So that's how you get an article that you want that's not available full text free of charge. Oops, going back to PubMed, here we are. So another thing to note is that as you're searching along, you might come across words that are going to help you. So for example, this says the evolution of the science of kangaroo care. So the first time I started researching this, I didn't know what kangaroo care was. I didn't know that kangaroo care was actually a term for the skin-to-skin contact on a mother's bare chest. So now if I go back and I change my search to that, I can use either notice they give me other options, preterm, premature. I can choose which one I want to do. I'm going to leave it premature. But now I can get more results with that term by feeding that in there. So it's really helpful to look at your search results, find articles that are related, look at their search terms, and feed that back into your search. So now I have a whole bunch of articles on this kangaroo mother care. And I could see which ones I'm most interested in. And some of them, even though some of them, even though they might not have a free PMC, might actually be freely available from the publisher. You just never know, so it's worth trying. But there are several free articles here that are available free as well. So that's PubMed, searching that. Another thing to note about PubMed is you can narrow it down on the side, so you can limit it to the number of years, or the type of article, or whether or not it's full text. Now we're going to look at other resources for finding articles. So I'll go back to the, here's the evidence-based practice page, and we're going to look at OVID Nursing Collection. So this is a net collection of nursing journals. They're all full text. At this point in this this screen, I would just say go to BC3's collection. You can go to OVID abstracts and table of contents. Those are not full text though. If you want full text ones, try here. And then if you're not finding what you want there, you could search this one and then you'd have to request them through interlibrary loan. So let's just try BC3s and see what we have. And at this point, I usually recommend going into the multi-field search. It usually works better. And now I'm looking at kangaroo care, and I might look at a specific aspect of it if I want, but I'm looking at premature or preterm, and I'm click on search. So I'm leaving it a little bit broad. I'm not limiting it to something like bonding. And it brings up my search results. All right. And it says I have, usually it shows, oh, here it is, search results right here. And I've got 19,447. So I have an awful lot of search results. Oh, it didn't? Let's take a look. So I'm looking at, because it OR'd it. So OR means you want either. And means you want both. I wanted both. So I'm going to switch this back to and here I'm going to put in kangaroo care. And then the next one I want to have premature or preterm. So notice I have or in there. I'm looking for either premature or preterm. This is and, so I want and kangaroo care. And let's look at the results, because this was over 19,000 because it was looking for either of those. And I didn't want either, I wanted both. I want both kangaroo care and premature. So watch out for that, those Boolean operators. And now look at the difference, 211. And now I look at my search results, and they should be more on my topic. So these are all on attachment. So let's look at one of these. So I'm going to go the one at the top. neonatal. Another thing you could put is NICU if you wanted to. And I could see if this article is something that I want that would work for my topic. These look really possibly not on my topic, but I'm going to look through anyway. Let's try this one. I'm going to make it a little larger for you. It doesn't look like it's really focusing on skin-to-skin contact. It might be an aspect of it. Let's try, see if it does anything different. Try kangaroo care all by itself, see if it makes any difference. It should be more actually, because yeah, it's just a few more. So they're pretty similar. Sometimes you also have to scroll down a little bit too. And sometimes there isn't any. So here's one, definitely on kangaroo care, that I could get. Now, if I want this article, if I read through and I want it, I can go get the article as a PDF. And so I can pull up that article and I can open it, and then I can save it. And they always pop up over here. So there is this article. All right, I'm going to close out of that and go back. And then if I want to cite it, again, you look for the cite source and you choose the APA style, and you can just copy that. So that's the OVID Nursing Collection. And then you can go to the EBSCOhost ones, which are Academic Search Premier and CloudSource. A lot of those aren't going to be full text. I would go to OVID first before I go to those two. But you search it very similarly. You can put in care, and notice one thing that OVID does is it automatically gives you some different options. So I say, sure, I can do kangaroo care or skin to skin. And I'm going to look for premature infants or premature, any of those, and I search. And here are my search results. Now, a lot of times these are not going to be full text. You can tell if they're full text or not by right here. If it says request this item, it's not available full text. If there is a PDF link, then it is available full text. So, but you can still look at them, pull it up, read through the abstract, read through the article, and these, if you want that article, you can actually, instead of having to go back to the BC3 website, you can just request it right here, fill in the information about your contact, it fills in the information about the article you want, you click on submit, it will come to me as an email and I'll order it for you. So that's one thing really nice about the EBSCO databases is they have this request this item built right in there. And again, I'm citing it and printing it. If you have it, here's the site link on the toolbar. And again, choose APA style for that. So I'm going to close out of that. So that's the example of your EBSCO. So CloudSource is all nursing academic. If you didn't find anything there, you could try their Academic Search Premier, which is broad. It's a lot of different academic areas. And the last two I'm going to show you, I'm going to go CloudSource and then Google. So CloudSource goes out on the web and finds resources, articles, but they are all open access, which means they are freely available. So I'm going to put in, my recommendation for this one is to be specific in your searching. So I'm looking for kangaroo care, premature, and I'm looking at bonding. And so here are different articles on that. If I want to, I could get the citation for that. I can get a link that will link to that article. And if I click on view resources, it's going to download. It either will download it or will bring you to the website. So here is that article. And then the last resource I'm showing is Google Scholar. So Google Scholar is a subset of Google. It's just that instead of all the resources on Google, it just has articles, research articles and books. So I can go to, I'm going to enter in my search in the search box. So group care, premature, I'm going to limit to bonding. So here's a number of articles available. Again, some of these are going to be available full text, free. Some of these they would ask you to purchase. You can always request them through Interlibrary Loan. A nice thing about Google is they have this site. This cited by 61 means 61 articles have cited this article. This site is the citation for this article. So there is the citation, and there's the APA style. And I could open this up and see if it's available full text and see if I want it. So there's the article. I can see if I can download it. And it looks like it's not available. So you could request this. So to request it, I need the title of the article. I need the authors. And I definitely, I don't know, this keeps popping up. And I need this journal article information. This is the periodical or the journal title, and I definitely need that. Okay, so we'll get off from that site and the popping up. So those are the different resources that you can use. You can also get to Google Scholar by just going to Google Scholar like this, typing that into your box and getting to Google Scholar that way. So that is it for the videos on your PICO Library Lab. If you have questions again, please feel free to contact me. And again, my contact information is right here on this library page.